He's not vegetable.
Yes, let
Mayugno himself here, village boy in the city. But I'm the guys I going in the club with Muzungu.
Wow.
In Africa, I'm the first guys celebrate with Muzungu in the party. You know, going like like Europe.
Can you do your introduction? I like the introduction.
My name is Mayugno. This compression of services Manganga Wuchino Sipamanorion and somebody. I'm the machine gun from Nyabohansi. I land in the city, but here I found people is so busy.
Yeah,
to be celebrity in this town is not vegetable. You work, but where you are going, you don't. So no problem. Okay. Guys, we are here with Tugai.
I am Tugai.
Tugai TV YouTube channel. I come here to greeting you to say thank you guys for supporting Tugai.
Yes.
Party is blessing.
Yes, yes.
In party,
we are blessed. Actually, we are blessed.
From the party.
From the party.
How is your journey in the party?
The journey was smooth.
Yeah. You don't cheat your wife in the party?
No, I don't do that.
Oh.
I don't.
So you come, you are natural.
I'm natural.
Like you going and you back the same.
My mission, my mission is to interact, meet people like you.
And the mission is complete.
And that is where we connected. Now we are family.
Imagine.
We are in Nairobi.
Tugai is not vegetable.
Yes.
Tugai is Rindima for Sehemu guys in the city here. I don't know what I say. But God is not vegetable.
Okay.
We appreciate the name of God because the guys we meet today, I don't take for granted. I'm so happy, guys.
Yes.
I'm so happy. God
I'm also
bless
very
all
happy.
Yeah. I'm so tired. You listen my voice.
Yeah.
Like I eat chura. Thank you guys from morning to evening. And now we have something trending. Tomorrow is another day.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. So God bless you.
Support Mayugno.
Yeah, guys, when you come from Tugai TV.
40,000.
40,000.
By end of February.
And when you come from my channel, you know we are a team Marwa.
We are one
Go
family.
show love inside because this is our family.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
We love you like Europe.
Thank you.
Go. So welcome guys, this is in Concept Interior Studio. Today we are going to give you a tour of our workshop. This is where we prepare our materials, where we prepare everything. This is where we do our prefabrication for our materials before we go to the site. So I'll give you a tour of the machine. This is our workshop. I hope the light is enough. I need to add some more lights. So we have machinery here. Maybe we'll start here. So this machine, this one is called a panel saw. It's called a sliding panel saw. Some people call it a table saw. It's already panel saw. So you can carry a very big board, you put it over here, and then you just slide and it cuts. This is the blade. This is the blade that cuts the board. So this machine uses 2 blades. The reason as to why it uses 2 blades is because it needs to do a very clean cut over here. So if you use 1 blade, the big one alone, it will cut clean on the top, but the bottom side will not be clean. So the small blade always cuts on the bottom. That's why it cuts there. Then the big one will cut through. So it will come out clean on both sides, so that when you're doing the edge banding, the both sides are clean. So this is a panel saw. It is a high precision panel saw. It uses millimeters to measure. So when we cut every board, it has to come with a measurement. Each piece must have a measurement. So if we want to do a cabinet, first of all, we do what we call a cutting list. So first of all, we come up with the design for the kitchen. So we come up with the design for the kitchen to determine how many drawers you need, how many doors we want, how big is the high level, how big is the low level. All that has different sizes of pieces of board that you will join together to come up with a cabinet. So those cabinets, they have, some have drawer face, some have some sides, some have shelves. All those pieces of boards, they come in different sizes. So those different sizes, we have to do the drawing first on the computer, determine the size of each and every piece of the board that will go into the kitchen. Then we do what we call a cutting list. After we do a cutting list, then we will come up with the measurements on the stickers, and then we will cut each board with each size. Okay. So here we have, this is a kitchen we are preparing. So you can see all these boards are different sizes. You can see these are different size. Its measurement. These are different size. These are different size. So if you get these measurements wrong, when you go to the site, you start assembling, the kitchen will not be complete. Because this board, if I cut it slightly bigger with 2 millimeters, that kitchen will not fit. So you have to be precise in millimeters. If you know what millimeters is.
Yes.
So that's why we call that machine. It's a high precision cutting machine. It doesn't lose even 1 millimeter.
Okay.
It is very high precise. So that is what we use for cutting. Once we cut these boards, the boards come in this size. They are normally big as this.
These are
This is a 4 by 8, 4 feet by 8 feet. So we cut them into small sizes, and then after cutting them, you see, after you cut, this is the inside, this is the color, because the board comes in different color. You can see this is the gray, this is white, this is white, this is brown, this other one is dark gray. So those different colors will also determine the kind of edging that we are going to use here.
so what are
for
you
each board, you have to get the same color for the edging to put here, so that once you do this, it looks the same.
The same,
you can see this is gray. This is a gray lipping. So this is white. So we use the white lipping. So if we cut a brown board, we'll use a brown edging or lipping. So they come in different colors. You can see all these determine. Every board has got its own lipping. Yeah. So this machine here looks so big, but it only has one job in this workshop. Just to edge band the edge.
But it does it neatly.
Neatly, yeah. You can see the way it's done.
And it's smooth, eh?
To avoid
cutting.
It's smooth. And if you notice this lipping, is when you put it here, it is bigger than the board.
Yeah, it overlaps.
It overlaps on this side and on this side. So this machine, once it sticks the lip or the edging on it, it has a blade that trims on the top and another blade trims on the bottom.
So the work, So the work of this machine is to
just put we call it an edge bander. So the only work it does is just to bind the boards and do the edge binding. So I will demonstrate to you how it does. Then you get the piece over here.
It's a giant machine.
So you can see this is this board. This is how it looks. It's great. This is where we have cut. So we want to edge bind this area. So we come here. This machine uses what we call hot glue. The glue is granule, I will show you, but you have to melt it. So we have to warm the machine up to 200 degrees temperature so that the glue can melt. When it's melt, that's when you can start off the machine. So you switch on, this is the belt, the conveyor belt that pulls the board. Then we have this is the trimming blade. The second switch is for the trimming blade. Then the third switch is for the buffing, the puffing pads. So once you do that, this is how our board looks like. You put it here. Oh, there's one thing I've forgotten. Forgotten one thing. You're supposed to. Okay, I'll show you. Okay. It has not. Yes. Why? Because it uses hydraulics.
Okay.
To pull the lipping and also to cut. So you can see, because I did not put the pressure, it did not edge lip. So we have to put the pressure. That's why we have this machine here. This machine compressor. Wow.
So powerful. It looks intimidating. Like a bomb.
So you need to switch it on. Where is this box? So when you do it again, first time it is not a band because there was no pressure. This time, so it's cleaning, button cleaning. Then it's back on the other side. Already.
Wow, very smooth.
You can see.
Very smooth, huh? It cuts the edges, huh?
Yeah.
The extension.
It trims, then it buffs.
Oh.
Yeah. So when you go on the other side, I will show you how it works. You should come behind here. Just come this side. Come this side with your cameras.
So the other machine, this one, is to push pressure.
Pressure.
Okay.
So this is the knife. You see when I do this, because it cuts this little.
Oh.
So this is we call it the adhesive that it uses to stick this on the board.
Oh.
But now, because we have to heat it, we put it here.
Oh.
It melts.
Wow.
200 degrees temperature.
Very hot.
It melts. It's very hot. Once it melts,
200.
yeah, 200. You saw it here.
200 degrees.
200 degrees.
That is very hot.
Yeah.
Very hot.
So when I put this board here like this, so it takes the glue there, it puts the lifting parts, then it comes here, it trims on the top side, it trims over here, the bottom side, then this is the buffing part on the top side, then we have another buffing part over here for the bottom side. So it starts on the top, on the bottom, the back on the top, and then the bottom. Wow. And then it's done. It's very fast. Very fast. You see how it looks.
It's very fast.
Yeah, very fast. So, but it has 7 motors. So this one motor.
Yeah, I can see that.
Another one. Another one. This is the motor. This is the motor.
There is a motor here.
That still over there has another motor below. See? So there are 2 motors here.
Wow.
There's one that is running this. It is on the inside the machine. We only have the shaft over here. We have another shaft over there. So it has 7 motors.
Wow.
It looks so complicated. How did you learn how to use this?
Tell us how.
All this is, I bought this machine in China. I only went to the factory one day. They did a demonstration for me for 30 minutes.
And you learned.
In December. And they gave me the machine. So I struggled with it until I knew how to operate it.
Oh.
So we have another machine. This one here. We call it the speed of motion. Then you change the piece of food that's like this. Then it will also smoothen the other side. It just be like that. Then it also gives you the gauge that you want. You can adjust.
So you can adjust.
You can adjust if you want 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. You just use this. If you pull it down, it goes up. If you take it the other way, it goes down. So this one goes down, comes up.
So how do you know the measurement?
It has a gauge here.
Oh,
If you want 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. But mostly you just use a tape measure. When you get inside, you just cut the tape measure like that.
Oh.
So from there, you have, I'll show you this one. So this is the compressor.
Looks so.
That machine. We also use this to do spray painting when you have furniture that you need to be spray painted. So we use this air compressor. And we also have this machine here. I showed you our first machine. It uses these blades. So these blades, when you use them for a long time, they get blunt.
Oh.
So this is the machine for sharpening.
Oh.
So this machine is a universal sharpener.
It can sharpen anything.
It sharpens this blade, and it will also sharpen the blade for the plane.
Okay. Wow.
You just change this head, and then you can sharpen the blade. So it's a universal. It sharpens every machine that we have here. It can sharpen. So it's a universal.
That is its primary work.
Huh?
So its primary work is to sharpen.
Work is just to sharpen. Yeah, they look very bulky, very expensive, and they just do some small jobs.
Yeah.
Jobs
But
that if you didn't have them, you cannot run the workshop.
Yeah.
If you didn't have this machine, you cannot operate that panel. Because once you cut like 50 boards, the blade is done. You need to sharpen it.
Wow.
Wow.
This shows how organized you are, right?
Yeah, he's so organized. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one here is call it this is a band saw. A band saw. Nowadays we cut with the CNC. I've been saying I'll show people CNC. I'm not sure them. We have it. When you finish here, I'll take you to where the CNC. So I will show you. So to cut a perfect circle like this, you do it with the CNC machine. It cuts round. But before the CNC came, we used to use this band saw machine. This way. So this one, when you want to cut round, it has a blade here. You just draw a line round, then you just pull it here. You just make it like this. You cut like this.
Oh.
That used to be a tough work.
Oh.
So it can cut round, like that. See, it's reaching a perfect circle. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can see here you need to have more skills.
Yeah.
Because you might make a mistake and cut the wrong.
Once you do your line here, you just be patient and take it slowly and just follow that line. It come out perfect. People are doing that.
Where you this is the switch. Then you just step here, on and off.
And can you use it to cut meat like a bone?
Yeah, by the way, I've seen these in butcheries.
This is what they use in the butcher.
Wow.
Yeah. But a smaller one. Now this is for wood. This is big. They have a smaller version for cutting meat. But even this one,
maybe elephant meat.
These machines are very dangerous.
Yeah, they are.
So only trained personnel are allowed to use them. Like that one. If you're cutting and you make a mistake and your finger went through like this,
you might lose your finger.
You won't even feel pain.
Because it's so quick.
You won't feel pain. It cuts you. And sometimes you will not even notice. We had a case whereby in industrial area, a guy was cutting the boards. Then he cut himself and he didn't know. So he was doing like this and he's like, hey, he's feeling some wet because of the blood. When he looked like this,
the leg did not.
So it's very fast that you don't feel pain.
What?
So we only allow trained personnel.
I was going to ask you, like, because I'm seeing like your machines really need trained personnel.
Not everyone can operate them. We train people to use them. We teach them the precautions and everything, and they know how to handle them. So if you come there and you're not sure, it will easily cut. So we only have people who are trained to use them. We don't allow anybody to touch it. We have not trained.
Okay.
Safety first.
Safety.
So tell us where your workshop can be found. Maybe someone may be interested in.
Our workshop is in Rosambu, along Lumumba Drive, and our WhatsApp number is +254. 723 773 898. So if you can call that number, you see why we have not advertised this workshop is because most of the jobs we do here, we do in-house jobs. Or we do our projects. So we get a project to get a project to do. So that's why we have not advertised out there. We get our own projects. So we go out, do marketing, get the jobs, and run for sale. But anybody who wants to come, get the furniture or have something done for them, they can always get us on that number.
So I wanted to ask you, how did you start up with this idea? How did you come up with this idea?
This idea? I don't know.
Maybe you can share with us.
Okay, what happened is I used to do interior renovations, getting contracts and working. But now, when I used to do that, we used to start with small projects. So when you start with small projects, you don't have too much work. So when we started getting big projects, I realized that when we do a project, maybe it's a aluminium and a glass project, we'll finish the project and we have so much material remaining. So all those materials, they used to go at once because I cannot take them to my house and I didn't have a store to store my remains for my projects. So how I came up with this structure, first of all, this was a store. So we used to do our projects and all the remaining things we would bring them here because we will use them in another project. So if we do tiling in your house and the tiling remains, we keep them here. When we get another project, we use the same tiles. If we do glass, if we do aluminium, if we do all those things, the boards, everything that remained, because before when we started getting these projects, we started having so many materials left on the site and the client doesn't want them on the site, so we have to remove them. So what we used to do, we used to sell them at a throwaway price because you need to sell it now. You don't have somewhere to put it. So we came and took this place as a store. So when I took this place as a store, I was just walking somewhere in industrial area and I saw a planner. Then I was like, if I bought this planner and put it in my workshop, I can be doing my own woodwork. So that's how I started. So when I was looking for this planner, funny enough, God guides people. I found a guy who imports these machines from the UK. And then he told me, I can get you a planner, I can get you a spindle, I can get you a bandsaw. So he got me this bandsaw, this planner, and the spindle. Those are the first machines in this workshop. We got them from the UK. They are ex-UK. So we brought them here and we started using them for our woodworks. And then just like that, I got another project and I happened to travel to go to China. So when I went to China, when I went to the factory, just the way God guides you, places that you didn't even plan. So I walked into the factory that sells this machine. Because initially I used to believe sometimes before you see something, you believe it's very expensive. You cannot even afford.
You shy away.
And it's true, here in Kenya, they're very expensive. So when I went to China and asked the prices of this machine, I was like, these machines, if I can work very hard, I can buy them. So I thought, how much did you sell this? They told me we sell them at this much. I had some little money. So I paid for the deposit. After paying the deposit, so I bought this machine, this one, and that one at the same time in China. So I paid them a deposit, and then the remaining part, I just paid slowly. When I finished paying, then they shipped them for me. So when they shipped them, so this is when we started full-time now doing our production in the workshop. But before we brought these machines, this work that you see here, we used to take it to industrial area, to other people who have the same machine to run for us, and we used to pay them. Not even tiresome, it costs
charges,
more.
It costs time and money.
So right now, we do the same for other people who don't have the machines. They bring their boards here. In fact, the interior designers and contractors, they bring their boards here, we cut for them. After cutting for them, they go do their own project. They pay us the services.
So, in short, for example, if you have clients, maybe a job that you're working out of Nairobi, your shop, do you close your shop or does the shop,
this one,
there are people managing it?
They have different teams. I was at Iammarwa how many? 2 months.
That is why I'm asking the question because
I was at Iammarwa 2 months. The workshop was still running.
Okay.
Actually, from the time I went to Iammarwa, I've never stayed here for 1 week.
Wow.
Because when I left Iammarwa place, I went to Kampala for 2 weeks. I came back. I went to Kitale. I came back. I went to I came back. Last week I was in Kitui. I am back here. The next week I'm supposed to go to Kitui to finish up the project. The following week I'm supposed to go to Kampala for 2 weeks. So I'm just... So, but we have different personnel running every department.
So how long have you been in this business or in this career of interior design?
Question that everyone asks. I guess.
We guess.
So many years.
5 years.
No.
You can say 15 years.
15 years?
Something like
15.
that. Over 10 years.
Not over
Over
10
10
years. Over 10 years.
Yes.
So that is
I
from
just say over 10
2010, 20, yeah.
Actually, for you to set up something like this, you need to have experience. You need to be exposed. You need to know what you're doing, because you can buy these machines and still they will not give you, because you can buy this machine and just stay here and nobody will
Wait for clients, no one is coming.
Yeah.
You need to have,
you need to have connections. You need to have, you need to know people. You need to have at least a few people that will bring you business so that the machine can operate and be able to pay for the workshop, the
And even maintenance.
and even the maintenance of these machines are very expensive.
They
Like
are-
that one blade I showed you. So those 2 blades I showed you on this machine.
Yes.
Those 2 blades, that one set, you buy 2 of them, the big and the small. That set is 20,000.
Wow, 10.
10. And if by any chance someone makes a mistake and goes there to cut a wood that has a screw,
a screw or a nail.
that blade is expired
done.
instantly.
So you buy another one.
20,000 goes down the drain.
I have a question. Do you face any challenges? And if yes, how do you overcome
Yeah, challenges
them?
like those. I buy a blade today for 20,000. Tomorrow it's normal.
Those are
Someone just came
And
and
how
said
about
it.
now with the clients?
Challenges with the clients. Yeah, we have challenges. There's no any project.
Every
that doesn't have
profession
Yeah.
has its own.
Yeah, we get challenges with the client. Sometimes you sign a contract, you tell a client you are going to finish your job in 3 weeks or 1 month. Then something happens. There's no power here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We lose 2 weeks. Maybe the guy, the technician who was supposed to handle that project is he didn't come to work. He's the one who did that project. He knows to handle ABCD. It doesn't come for a week. The project is delayed. Sometimes there are so many things, so many things that come. So sometimes the delay of the project, sometimes you finish the project, then the client does not pay. So you start. Oh, that's great. Yeah. And those are so many cases.
And
Those are the most cases.
individual, like when you are starting up, to some point, do you feel like you have to end or you discouraged? You know, when starting a business, this is a business, I believe. Huh?
Yeah.
So at first, when you started, you some point like you want to give
Before
up.
you do anything, first of all, you have to calculate. You must have point A and point Z. And when you're doing your calculation, throughout the calculation, you have to be positive and say, I have to make it. But at the back of your mind, you must have
An awesome
a closure that this thing can flop. Then you must have plan B. If it flops, what do I do? That's how you manage
yourself and business.
yourself. Because if you take all your money and put it here, then it flops and you didn't figure out if it flops, what do I do if it flops? Then you get into depression. When you get into depression, then you cannot come out of
You lose
that.
everything.
So when you're doing anything, just be positive, trust in God that it will work. If it fails, know that God has allowed it to fail, and try again.
To the next.
And try again and again and again and again until you make it.
For the sake of okay, let him ask.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, with these lots of experience that you have, how do you deal with the clients who don't want to pay after the job with the experience you have right
Just
now?
talk to them nice.
Nice to them.
Talk to them. Because even the court will not help you.
Yeah,
Most of them have more money than you are. And if you go the court process, you must have money. So just talk to them nicely, beg them. Some will not pay at all, but that guilt conscience will always be with them. So I've had those cases whereby I work for a client, he never paid. He knows he never paid for me, but down deep, they know I did a good job, so they will always refer me. Even without knowing, even without me knowing. But later on, I will come to know, oh, so and so referred me. So whenever I come across a client, because those clients who don't want to pay me, they do that intentionally. Someone who wants to pay you will always try. If it's 100,000, he'll give you even 10. There are those who just say, I'm not paying and I'm not paying. So, and then another thing is, if someone owes you money and they don't have any intention of paying you, and you see completely they don't have any intention of paying you, just go over it and just move on. It will help you heal. Because if I owe you 10,000 and I promise you to pay tomorrow and I don't pay, I promise you to pay the day after tomorrow, I don't pay, I promise you 1 year down the line, you'll be always hoping that I will pay. So you are not working hard to get that 10,000 elsewhere.
Yeah.
You're just hoping that I'll pay you at the weekend. So when I don't pay,
Living by
you
the
get depressed, you get frustrated. So another week comes, I don't pay, you get more frustrated. But if it happens 3-4 times, you can always gauge. Being in the industry for a long time, I've known when a client doesn't want to pay me, I will know. So I just go over it, I forget about it. I'll be reminding them just once in a while to see if they react. But I already moved from there. I'm elsewhere. I'm getting other projects. I'm doing well. But if you keep on waiting for them to pay,
Rely
you
on
get
them.
depressed. You get a lot of stress, you get stressed up, and you cannot move on. Because once you know that there's nowhere I'll get 10,000, then your mind starts thinking of how you can
Out of
get
the box.
10,000 elsewhere.
Yes.
But the moment I know you owe me and you'll pay me over the weekend, my mind is focused on that 10,000 on Saturday.
Yes.
So if in your heart you have an intention of not paying me, then that's a depression to me.
Personally, I'm a victim of that.
It has happened, in the years I've been in the industries. I have a lot of those clients. We sign contracts, yes, but those contracts sometimes they are, most of the time they are there to protect.
Yes.
Sometimes not even to protect the client. If the client demands something that you did something, then sometimes the client will come and say he wants you to pay it. And the time I did for a client a job and he demanded that I pay him back the money that was 3 million.
Wow. What? That is unfair, man.
I didn't have the 3 million. And it was so serious. He even went to a lawyer and I was given a demand letter. And it was so stressful. Because we had a contract, we had a project manager. He was just being fussy because what happened is we did the job. Then later on he's saying, he didn't like the job we did. He didn't like the materials. But you see, he had a project manager who was approving everything. So sometimes when you sign the contract, they protect you.
Okay, my question is, now that we have seen you have so many activities. When you look at the outside, you will see so many men doing different, like a system on its own. Someone else is doing the metal work, the other is doing the timber, the other is on the seats. Can you tell our new subscribers what services or what do you do specifically?
In concept interior design is now we are changing the name very soon to in concept construction and interior design. So we are getting into construction. In concept, we do everything. We do everything. When it comes to interior, we will do your grills, we will do your tile works, we will do your glass work, we will do your cabinetry, we will do your ceilings, we will do your paint work. So basically, when you have a shell of a house that is already done with the contractor, we come in, we give it back to you when it's complete, ready for occupation. We even do furniture, so we can even furnish it for you. We even do soft furnishing. We will go buy for you the bed, buy for you, and decorate the house for you. So that's what In Concept does.
In Concept Interior.
In Concept Interior
Studio.
Very soon you will see us now building completely, doing the foundation
from the scratch,
like Mayugun.
Thank you so much.
So I wanted to also ask you in terms of profit, how is it? Is it profitable enough? But I feel like it is something that really gives you good money. Maybe you can say when you have this kind of machines, let me tell you, this is money. Millions in this workshop. Is it a secret agenda? Maybe you can roughly estimate for us.
I'm saying profit is relative. Profit is relative. Because if I made 100,000 today, and my wages is around 70,000 maybe for today, I'm only remaining with that. I don't have I need to pay rent for this workshop. So many other things you need to pay.
Pay your personal bills.
The more you have, the more you grow, the bigger the responsibilities you have, and the more you spend also in the project.
So I also wanted to ask you, do you also do it international? in case someone tells you, I want you to come and, not in Africa or somewhere else, can you also do that?
It depends. It depends on when you say international, because some international engagement will be expensive. What I'm sure I can do internationally is I'm a consultant. I can do consultancy. That one I'm sure I can do.
So you just check consultancy?
Yeah, I can do consultancy anywhere. I can come to Uganda. Uganda, I can do a project. Tanzania, I can do a project. East Africa, we can do a project because we can access very easily.
It's closer.
But now, let's say like a country like in Nigeria,
lying out,
maybe South Africa, maybe outside Africa, maybe for consultancy. Because even taking the workers from here to wherever,
quite expensive, yeah.
It will be more expensive to import that labor from here to there. So
unless the client is willing to get up
for everything.
Most of the people here don't have passports, so that's where you start. You start. You need a passport. You need this.
And all that involves money.
East Africa is easy because you can do a temporal permit across the border.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you very much.
It was so nice.
We really appreciate, and personally, I'm humbled that you hosted some of us here for the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that Team Nyabohanse
is here.
Hello.
Team Nyabohanse is here.
Auntie
Maru is here. From Uganda, all the way from Uganda is here.
I'm so happy that I would not go by. Let me say this. We wouldn't end this video without telling Marwa thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
He is our link.
That's all.
The destiny connector.
I've been today I was with my Master Sejo. Yesterday we were with Vinny and Lenny. Mokia came here. Mokia has also done a video here.
Okay.
And this other Rasta guy is called.
I don't know the name, but I know
Saka came with Mokia. So you see, we are becoming one big family.
One family,
promoting each other. So I like that. So Marwa,
thank you so much.
And I think Marwa has something that brings people together.
Yeah,
I've seen YouTubers in Nairobi, but I've not seen them do what we do.
Yeah, we are so close together.
I've not seen them do what we do as well.
Yeah.
In Nairobi, we have so many YouTubers, so many.
Actually, where we were at Tatu City, there are so many.
So many.
So Marwa, big up. He has given us a platform, and he has told us not to be selfish. To support each other.
Sure.
That's the one.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We're like the boss and sit there. So then you can see it is
very comfortable.
So that is what we have used for the seats is a pocket spring. We call them pocket springs.
Yeah, it was a spring.
Pocket?
Yeah, pocket springs.
Oh, yeah, these ones that coil.
Pocket coil spring.
Okay.
Pocket coil spring, that's what we are using for the seat. It makes it very comfortable. And then also on the frame inside here, we have also used the zigzag spring. Those are zigzag spring. And then another thing is after pocket spring, we have used what we call Dacron. Dacron gives it this nice smooth shape. And then after that, we have also used the fabric is high quality. And then the frame, we have used the cypress wood. Cypress wood is a soft wood, but it's very good for the frame for the furniture. So that makes the furniture to be very light, very strong.
Yeah.
And then we have also used high density foam for stuffing the other area. So this is HD. So which means even if somebody starts, there are some people who like sitting on the arms.
Yeah.
That's why you go to some houses, the arms are already
Worn
Yeah,
out.
worn out,
They are-
yeah.
Yeah. So we have used HD foam on the arm. So when you sit on it, it's bouncy, it goes in and comes back for a longer period of time. And we have also used HD foam on the back, so which gives it also a long lasting, whatever. It doesn't wear out easily. So those are some of the things that when you go to get furniture, first of all, ask the type of wood they have used for the frame. Most people will use, like the furniture you see on the street. You try to carry this seat, you cannot even carry it. They use blue gum, which is very, and blue gum, you cannot get blue gum that is dry, so they use the wet wood. So when it dries, it twists. So that will lose the shape for the seat. And then the foams, they don't use the high density foam to do the foaming, the stuffing. And also the fabrics that they use. The fabric you can always tell. If you look at this fabric and look at the fabric on the street, you can always tell that this is quality fabric. So those are some of the things that you consider when you're buying furniture. So our furniture here, this one I can guarantee you that this seat, especially the frame, will take you for 20 years.
Wow.
And if you can take good care of this fabric, it will last you 20 years.
Wow.
But if you have kids who will cut it or pour grease on it, at least you can change the fabric in 10 years.
So